Hello and welcome to marketing91.com. Principles of corporate governance are fairness. Fairness refers to equal treatment. For example, shareholders should receive equal consideration in proportion to their respective shareholdings. Moreover, all stakeholders including employees, communities and public officials should be treated fairly. Accountability. Corporate accountability refers to the obligation and responsibility to explain the company's actions and conduct. The board should present a balanced and comprehensible assessment of the company's position and prospects, and it should employ prudent risk management and internal control systems. It should communicate with stakeholders at regular intervals a fair, balanced, and comprehensible assessment of the company's sections towards achieving its business objectives. Responsibility. The board of directors have authority to act on the company's behalf. Hence, they should assume complete responsibility and exercise the authority accordingly. The board of directors is responsible for overseeing management of the business, company affairs, appointing the chief executive, and monitoring the company's performance. Transparency. Transparency refers to a company's openness and willingness to disclose clear information to shareholders and other stakeholders. Material matters concerning company performance and activities should be disclosed in a timely and accurate manner to make sure that all investors are given clear, factual information that precisely reflects the financial, social, and environmental position of the organization. Transparency helps ensure that stakeholders have confidence in the decision-making and management processes of a company. Characteristics of good corporate governance. Participatory approach. Consensus-oriented, accountable, transparent, responsive, equitable and inclusive, efficient and effective, and follows the rule of law. The 4 P's are critical for corporate sustainability. They are people. People associated with the organization include investors, shareholders, employees, society, government, etc., can help clarify the people orientation of an organization's corporate governance scheme. Purpose. The organization's purpose should be measurable, actionable, and communicated well to the organization's stakeholders. This includes mission and vision, which should be based on shared organizational values leading to organizational commitment, ensuring good corporate governance in turn. Process. This includes process management, process compliance, and process innovation. To ensure good corporate governance, the organization must comply with all rules and regulations prescribed by the government and other relevant authorities and have a proper mechanism for avoiding violations of norms. And lastly, performance. Performance should be measured, analyzed, and communicated to achieve growth through efficiency, development, and promotes good corporate governance. Benefits of good corporate governance. To business. Takes into account the need of all stakeholders, creates transparency in all activities, creates a good corporate image, creates and sustains corporate social responsibility within the organization, and ensures business activities are ethical. To organization, employees show commitment to work and deliver better results. Government extends exemptions and privileges. Company's reputation in society improves. Repeat business from customers increases, and conflicts and frauds decrease. To various parties involved, shareholders are better informed about all important management decisions. Company follows fair employment policies and procedures. Customers get high-quality products at fair prices. Investors' return on investment is maximized, and society benefits owing to the social and environmental activities of the organization. Issues in corporate governance. Issues involving corporate governance principles include internal controls and internal auditors, independence of the entity's external auditors and quality of their auditors, oversight and management of risk, oversight of the preparation of company financial statements, review of chief executive officers' compensation arrangements, review of senior executives' compensation arrangements, resources available to directors to perform out their duties, way in which individuals are nominated for board positions, and lastly, dividend policy. Theories of corporate governance. Agency theory. The agency theory is used to understand relationships between agents and principals. The agent represents the principal in a particular business transaction and is expected to represent the best interests of the principal without regard for self-interest. Diverging interests of principals and agents may lead to conflict because a few agents may not act in the principal's best interests. Such conflicts of interest may lead to inefficiencies and financial losses. This results in the principal-agent problem. Corporate governance can be used to change the rules under which an agent operates in order to restore the principal's interests. The principal must overcome lack of information about the agent's performance of tasks. Agents must be incentivized to act in favor of the principal's interests. The agency theory may be used to design these incentives appropriately by considering the interests that motivate the agent to act. Shareholder theory. According to the shareholder theory, one of the primary duties of managers is to maximize shareholders' interests in ways that are permitted by law or social values. As such, the actions or ethical choices of those empowered to run the business are limited to employing business resources to meet stockholders' interests or are aligned with stockholders' interests. As per the theory, management is obligated to advance the business objectives and raise the worth of the business to stockholders, benefit by using any means except deception or fraud. The theory states that by working towards shareholder needs, businesses generate wealth that benefits society. The challenge with the shareholder theory is that it is based on the idea of true capitalism, a real free market economy. Stakeholder theory. The stakeholder theory looks at the relationships between an organization and entities, its internal and external environment. In addition, it considers the effects of these connections on the manner in which a business conducts its activities. The theory puts forth that managing for stakeholders involves catering to the interests as well as well-being of said stakeholders at the minimum. The theory espouses treating all stakeholders with fairness, honesty, and even generosity. According to the stakeholder theory, treating all stakeholders well leads to synergistic benefits. The manner in which a firm treats its customers influences the attitudes and behaviors of the firm's employees, and the manner in which a firm behaves towards the communities in which it operates and influences the attitudes and behaviors of its suppliers and customers. The crux of the stakeholder theory is that organizations which manage their stakeholder relationships effectively last longer and perform better than those that do not. Stewardship theory. According to the stewardship theory, managers are stewards whose behaviors are in line with the aims of their principals. The theory argues for and draws a different form of motivation for managers from organizational theory. Managers are viewed as being loyal to the company and as being interested in achieving high performance. The dominant motive that drives managers to achieve their goals is their inherent desire to deliver excellence. Managers are thought to be motivated by the needs to achieve, gain intrinsic satisfaction by performing inherently challenging work, exercise responsibility and authority, and be recognized. Additionally, the theory argues that an organization requires a structure that allows for achieving harmonization between managers and owners most effectively. In the context of a firm's leadership, this situation can be realized more easily if the CEO is also the chairman of the board. Such a leadership structure will assist companies to perform better given the CEO exercises complete authority over the corporation. In this situation, power and authority are vested with a single person. Hence, expectations about corporate leadership are clearer and more consistent both for subordinate managers and the other board members. The organization will reap the fruits of a unified direction and strong command and control. Thank you.